Hello and welcome back to another video in this series where we are going through the desktop environments available on Arch Linux and installing all of them. So as always, we are using the desktop environment article on the Arch Wiki, and this series we only focus on the officially supported desktop environments. So let's go through this alphabetically, and the last time we looked at Sugar, so today we get to go and take a look at the Ukui lightweight desktop environment, which is based on GTK and Qt and is the default desktop environment for Ubuntu Kylin. We don't have an Arch Wiki page for this DE. Unfortunately, we can take a look at the package page, I guess, if you really want to. It will list all, well, this is a group and this will list all the packages that Ukui comes with, and these are not too many things. So it has a file manager, it does not have a terminal, for example, but it has a LightDM greeter. So if you are using LightDM for login management, then you will have a new skin with this. And we can take a look at their official website, and well, it says it's going to be useful, convenient, and intuitive. So let's scroll down here. You can see all these Chinese characters on the screenshot. So I guess this desktop environment is also developed by a Chinese or mostly Chinese team. It suggests a very rich app ecology, which will help you neglect neither work nor entertainment. But well, there is Vim here, Python, and Cheese, and some Sudoku apps. So I'm guessing that these are not all developed by the Ukui team. This is more supposed to be for Ubuntu Kylin, maybe, because, well, in the bottom, in the copyright section, it says that it's copyright Ubuntu Kylin team, and maybe we can even bring up the Ubuntu Kylin website, which will be more upfront about, I guess, the Chinese involvement in this. And one of their partners is even something out of China, but also Firefox, and also, I guess, is this PlayStation? I'm not sure about that. Anyways, let's jump into our command line and let's install the Ukui group. We don't have any other things. The Arch Wiki is telling us, it does not tell us anything, so we cannot do much here. Just sudo pacman-s ukui. And I'll need to type in my password, of course, and it will be 23 packages installed in this group. So let's install them. Let's take a look what this offers for us once it's installed, and then maybe I will also try to install a few additional software to it to see, like, to get a little more full experience, because, well, it will only give us a file manager, I think, by default. So I'll be back when it's installed. Alright, so as you can see, I got the new LightDM, login screen. So let me just type in my password. And what's interesting here is, can I click on this? I'm not sure what, okay. Anyways, but I have the virtual keyboard here, which is really nice. It looks good. And, well, I cannot click on this, right click, middle click, nothing happens. But anyways, let's log in. Alright, so once we logged in, we got to this black background, and this is a very Windows 10-like icon for our file manager, which is supposed to be the Peony file manager, and we can see that, well, it kinda follows the Microsoft Windows, what is this? File manager looks, the Explorer, I guess. Well, it's still, I don't know what are all these empty things over here. And, well, we can have different colored directory tags and things like that. In general, this looks not that bad, but this black background is a little unsettling for me. So let's take a look at our settings menu, which is, again, borrowing a lot from Microsoft Windows' design philosophy here. So we can take a look at system and device, and I guess personalization is what we want to take a look first. So let's just use one of these default backgrounds, I guess, and much better. So one thing that's kind of frustrating for me is that there are some parts of these windows that are transparent a little, which is, I don't know why, but we can go to the theme, and I guess we can change, we can turn this performance mode off, and that will automatically disable the no, it does not disable the transparency. Interesting. If I open a new window, no, it still keeps it. Alright, so let's just disable transparency manually, I guess. Okay, let's try again with this file manager now that for some reason it still keeps the transparency, even I set the setting to fully opaque. Alright. I'm not sure what's going on. Well, we have the default icon theme, so this means, of course, if we install different icon themes, we can go with the different icon themes. We can switch around our mouse cursors also. When does it change? Do I have to apply? There is no apply button over here, so do I have to close this window? I am not sure what's going on with that. Alright, so we at least were able to set up our background. So let's take a look what we have here. So we can, of course, change display settings. We could use a touchscreen. We don't have a touchscreen. Default applications, which is very interesting for me. There is no default terminal setting here. There is an auto boot setting, so we can start the indicator China weather by default. But by clicking on this, well, nothing happens. So it's very underwhelming, I guess. You can add printers, scanners, you can change your mouse settings, add and change shortcuts. So, there is audio settings that suddenly kills the settings panel. I guess some dependencies are missing there, which were not installed automatically. So that's a bummer. We have this night light, which disappears when I click on it. We have the calendar, which definitely misses characters, so we are missing fonts from this. We have the notification center, where we could take a look at plugins. We could have clipboard content here. We can set up important notices, which, why does it take me to the display? It should be under, somewhere over here. So what notices are we enabling? And we have a system summary here. Anyways, we could do some backups, which it do not work. So some of the dependency for this is not there. Unfortunately, the big problem with the Ukui desktop environment is that there is no Arch wiki page. There is no list of what other things you might want to install with this. For some reason, it says it's currently in live mode, which is definitely not true. The network, well, we could set up a VPN, and this is they have their own network manager, so you use the network manager, but they have their own, administration panel here named as Kylin-NM. And I guess this is mostly all of the things that come with the desktop environment. There is this notes thing where you could have notes on your screen. It is very slow on the virtual machine, but it works. You could have a note list opened from this. And I guess if we close the note list, the notes also disappear, which is strange, but I've seen there is a plugins menu here with notes, can be clicked on, but then where is my previous note? Come on. Okay, it's there. Very interesting. But if I close this, okay, now they stay on the screen. Alright, so we could keep them here, we could set them to be always in the front, which is, I guess, always on top. Yeah, they are always on top of the file manager, at least. And we have this button here, which we can use to hold things around, so put our applications to other workspaces, switch between workspaces if we want to. And how does Alt-Tab works here? So Alt-Tab actually cycles through. Well, it does not cycle, but it shows the other virtual desktops, I guess, which is something. It's a kind of a little interesting, and I did not see anywhere setting for that. What we have settings for is a screensaver, which it has its own Ukui screensaver. You could use the some other screensaver, like the light DM, I guess, has the light locker. But Ukui screensaver should be fine enough. Oh, maybe we could set a font here. No? There is nothing in this menu. Alright. So I'm not really sure how this is supposed to work. Maybe we should install some fonts, and then maybe we would have something in the calendar too. I'm not sure about that. Okay, so background, we already took a look, dark mode and default. So this is the light mode, I guess. But this does not change the panel. And if I right click on the panel, I can go to setup panel, which, why is it bringing me to the desktop? And then this is actually not setting up the panel, it only sets up this menu. So if I turn on file system menu, which is everything is written as a one word here, then we get the file system somewhere here. This is personal. So this goes to your home directory, but yeah, this was not there, right? Yeah, this was not there when, so this is like the trash can, turns the trash can on here. We don't really have, yeah, it's icon lock on menu. So this is the menu, I guess. We don't really have anything else to change here. I even tried to put like a Qt browser into the taskbar, which did not work. Try to pin to all, that will put it in the top here. And if I try to put it on the desktop, well, it does not work because currently we do not have a desktop folder in our home directory. So we will have to manually do that by installing the XDG desktop related package from the Arch repository. All right, what else do we have here? So the one interesting thing I should have talked about is this menu, which has, it's just everything here. I don't know what order is used here for all these things. It seems to be kind of alphabetical order, but not really. But there is like a strict alphabetical order and grouping by letters, just like in Windows 10, I guess. And this is by category. And you can click on this button to get a full screen experience. And you can also change the groupings here. Can we actually make directories? No, we cannot grab and pull these together. So it does not work like in GNOME, but that's fine. And now, if I click on the button, it will bring me to the full screen menu. So what else do we have here? Lock screen. We have a lock screen. Now this is just user info. How do I lock the screen? Maybe I need to click on this. Yeah, this will offer me to lock the screen. And this is the Ukui screensaver. And I can just type in my secret password and get back to the desktop, I guess. And the problem I have is there is no indication what are on the other workspaces for some reason. But anyways, all right, so let me install a few additional things, and we will take a look at the upgraded Ukui desktop environment, or more fully experience once I installed some additional programs. Okay, so as there is no way to run a command from this, I want to start st. So for st, I need to go and find the binary in the usr/bin directory, but this file manager is giving me a lot of headache here. So if I go and try to go to the letter S, which is where st is supposed to be, and I find ST, there it is, and I click on it, and somehow I get thrown back to the letter F, even though the scroll bar is at the bottom. And if I click on something and try to go down, now the scroll bar gets back to its intended position. But what is this? We don't go scrolling down more, so this file manager is definitely weird. But I can actually just change it to list view here, and hopefully get more successful with that. So let's find ST here, which, if, according to my knowledge of the alphabet, should be here somewhere. Okay, so now I can click on it and just execute directly. And now I get a terminal. And interestingly, why are the window decorations different than for the native applications? Alright, so I decided to install console for the terminal, and then we will install XDG user directories. We will install a Chinese font, Noto fonts for everything else, the Breeze theme, and the Papyrus icon theme here. So let's get this done, and let's see how much we can extend this desktop environment by having these packages installed. Yes. Alright, the packages have been installed. So what we can see is the console have appeared here. So now we will have a proper Qt console, but it does not seem to follow the system theme, at least not the window decorations. Did this solve our issue with the... No, maybe we'll have to log out and log in again. But anyways, what we need to do is we will have to create the XDG desktop directories, which is XDG desktop create. No, XDG. What commands do we have here? XDG user deals update. That's what we need to do. And now we have, if I go back to my, let's close this, let's open a new file manager. You can see now, at least in the favorites, we have the desktop, we have in the personal, the documents, pictures, videos, downloads, and music have appeared, finally. Computer, we don't have no subdirectory. I don't know what that is. Network, there is no network, and this computer, I'm not really sure what this should be doing, and at this point, I'm afraid to ask. I don't know also what these empty things here are. Can we just delete them? Not with the delete key, and not even with a right click. Alright. But on the desktop, we have the desktop directory icon for some reason. And, these, if I open a new one, does it just, okay. These just open directly on top of each other, which is not very helpful. Anyways. At least we have this, and now if I say, let's put the Qt browser on the desktop, now at least we have the Qt browser on the desktop. Okay, now it crashed, and now so every time I try to place it somewhere else, it crashes. Alright, I guess that's fair, at least it's consistent behavior. Alright, what else do we have here? We can go back to the settings menu. I installed new things here. So, personalized theme. Well, I guess we have the Breeze cursors at least. But still, so even if I switch to another one, my cursors do not change. I installed a new icon theme that does not appear here. I installed a new theme, does not appear here. So I am a bit lost. Maybe I need to set the fonts, at least we'll take a look at that one. Fonts. Even I installed all those fonts. Nothing appears here. Okay, so let me just log out and log back in. No, not that icon. Here. log out. And let's see what happens if I log back in. Now that we are logged back, we can actually see that the cursor have changed. So I guess once you... Where is my theme? So you can see that now I'm on the breeze cursors. You can see these are appearing here now that I logged out and logged in. Nothing will change, I guess. Oh, wait. It's actually the dragging cursor. What? So let me just try to figure this out again. So now, what? Yeah, I don't understand how this works, but at least we got the Chinese characters appearing in our calendar now that we installed the Chinese font. I still cannot change the fonts though, still don't have another theme to set up, and well, only these two applications follow the system theme. Anything else I run will have this, the window decorations that are these look like GTK window decorations to me. Kylin System Monitor, that's also a native application we haven't took a look at, but here we are, I guess. Can I resize this window somehow? Yeah, so this is System Monitor, Processes, Resources, and File System. You can check these out if you are interested. So, and even like that one had a very weird window decoration. So maybe these are all just window decorations from the client side. I'm not really sure about this. This looks a little weird for me in that aspect. But anyways, this is the end of today's video on the Kylin desktop on Arch Linux. And remember, this is only for the Kylin desktop on Arch Linux. Of course, other distributions might have a different implementation. Other distributions might have more of the dependencies that you need installed automatically, and especially like Ubuntu Kylin is probably the one that will give you the perfect experience with this desktop environment, but we are here taking a look at how it is working on Arch Linux, and this was that. So thank you for watching, and like this video if you enjoyed what you saw. You can leave a comment with your criticisms, ideas, what other desktop environments that are not in the official repos you want to see, things like that. And of course, keep watching the channel for more content to come. And I will see you next time. Bye.